This has perhaps been one of the most in-demand cars of the Autocar long-term fleet. This is the Hyundai Creta with the 1.5 petrol engine and the CVT transmission. It's been part of our fleet for over 6 months now, during which we've covered around 6,000 kilometers. Unfortunately, it's set to go back to Hyundai. So over the course of this video, I'm gonna tell you what it's like being living with it.
Before we get on with what we liked and disliked, subscribe to the Autocar India YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we upload a new video.
Now, one thing that I really love about this Creta is that in this top spec SXO trim, it's absolutely loaded with features. So you get stuff like this huge panoramic sunroof, dual zone climate control, these lovely twin screens, 360-degree camera, ventilated seats, a powered driver's seat, and so much more. One annoying bit though is that this armrest doesn't slide, so you're not able to rest your arm while your hand is on the steering wheel, and that would have really added to the comfort factor. Another thing I appreciate is this Bose audio system. It comes with a subwoofer and it sounds crisp, but that's only at the front. When you're sitting at the back, it is quite soft.
Soft in terms of volume, that is. The audio quality though remains great.
I really wish that this Creta had wireless connectivity for your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but as you can see, it is still wired, and in a car that's as well equipped as this, it really ought to have wireless smartphone integration.
This also leads to your phone getting hot and being overcharged, which can affect the battery life. And it's especially annoying given that the smaller 8-inch screen that features in lower variants does have wireless connectivity.
What's also nice is this crisp and high-res 360-degree camera, which makes parking in tricky and tight spots an absolute breeze. While I really like how well designed and well appointed this cabin is, one thing to look out for is this upholstery. Now, this cream and grey upholstery does look really nice, but it's a stain magnet and a pain to keep clean. While I haven't spent a lot of time here in the backseat, friends and family who have tell me that it's a really comfortable place to be. And that's thanks to this reclining backrest, these sunshades for the window, this armrest, and these soft pillows.
You also get dedicated AC vents, C-type ports, but it misses out on adjustable headrest for the center passenger. Still, it can haul 3 people in comfort. Furthermore, the Creta has also been a hit with a camera crew, as it's spacious to shoot out of and can comfortably swallow all their equipment. Now let's get to the driving bits.
Now let's talk about the powertrain. As I mentioned earlier, this Creta is powered by the 115 horsepower 1.5 naturally aspirated petrol engine. And it's really no surprise that this is the best selling engine from the Creta range, as it's so refined, and paired with this CVT transmission, it really makes for a seamless driving experience, especially in the city.
While this powertrain is smooth and works well in most driving conditions, it leaves you wanting more in terms of performance.
So while this 1.5 petrol is adequate for city, if you are one who's looking for performance, you will be better off with the turbo petrol. This 1.5 really doesn't have much to offer in terms of performance, and especially when it's paired to this CVT transmission. Sure, it will move at a brisk pace, but when you are really at the top end, you are met with that CVT's rubber band effect. It is well masked in this SUV, but it's still present.
But the sacrifice in performance comes with the benefit of fuel efficiency.
Coming to the important matter of fuel efficiency. Now, during our time with this SUV, the fuel efficiency numbers have hovered in between the 10 to 11 kpl mark, which is quite respectable, honestly. But do note, if you drive it in an enthusiastic manner, it will drop drastically into the single digits.
In our instrumented real-world test, the Creta CVT returned a maximum of 15.05 kpl on the highway, and it went as low as 7.5 kpl.
Talking of the ride quality, overall it's quite well judged, and not like Cretas of the past where it used to feel really soft and wallowy. However, if you go through a big pothole or a sharp bump, it will filter through to the cabin and feel a bit jarring.
The SUV's high-speed stability is good and handling is predictable, but it rolls a fair bit. And over wavy surfaces, you can experience vertical movements more than its Volkswagen or Skoda rivals.
Let's talk ADAS. This packs level 2 radar-based ADAS features like lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and the lot. And what's good is that once you turn those features off, they remain off till you manually go into the system and turn them back on. And in a chaotic city like Mumbai, it's best that you have the autonomous emergency braking off. Furthermore, things like the adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist also work well.
Do note though, it relies on proper lane markings to function properly. Another function that proved handy is the blind view monitor that relays footage from the wing mirrors onto the digital display when the indicator is activated.
Another highlight has been the LED headlamps. They offer superb illumination and through at night, and the auto high beam assistant works very well. Now, one thing you will notice while driving, and especially if you are on the taller side, is that these screens, while they are nice and bright, they are a little too low set. So you have to take your eyes off the road to look at the numbers on the screen. And this one also doesn't get a heads-up display like its cousin, the Seltos.
But what you don't need to take your eyes off the road for is the AC controls.
What I also really like are these physical buttons for the AC. So you don't really have to take your eyes off the road to make any changes. And that's very useful and very nice. Other than that, it has been a trouble-free time with the Creta. There have been no glitches with the infotainment whatsoever. In fact, it even got an over-the-air update, which we did. But our test car has started to pick up some creaks and rattles from the cabin, like you can hear. Also, in my time with the Creta, I've managed to solve two of the things that were really annoying me. One was that the Android Auto was appearing only in a split screen, and the infamous lock-unlock beeps, both of which I have managed to fix.
You'll find the links to these videos on Instagram down below. After the first service at 1500 kilometers, which is free of cost, the Creta CVT has a service interval of 10,000 km or 1 year, whichever is earliest.
I know it's a cliche and we say it a lot, but this one is actually gonna be missed by a lot of us at Autocar India because it's been a trouble-free and a comfortable SUV to live with. So yeah, it really doesn't come as a surprise that the Creta continues to rule the mid-size SUV segment.